Hi everyone, so a little bit of a change of scenery. I'm in my mom's workroom right now. This is probably the first time since my dad went into the hospital on the 9th that I'm actually sitting in front of a computer. So I figured since I was catching up on a couple of emails, I might as well just do this video using my mom's webcam. So I don't know how the quality is going to come out. I don't know how the sound's going to come out, but you know, I hope it will be alright. Anyways, I did not do a video yesterday. I was a little bit busy, so I got a little bit more to talk about today, but I'm going to try and be brief. First and foremost, how my dad is doing. He's doing awesome. He's improving day by day. His speech is getting better. And when I mean speech, I mean he's able to use different words now. So he's been saying yes, he's been saying no, he's been saying what. I heard him say I don't know. I heard him say sure. So I mean he's gaining some of the words back, but he's not able to make full sentences yet. Now yesterday he did have a little bit of a bad day. He was a little bit on the downside. I think trapped in his own mind type of thing. I don't know what my dad's thinking. But he did have a little bit of a rough day. However, at the end of the day, we got really good news. We got the results back from the CAT scan. So he had a full body CAT scan to make sure there wasn't any other tumors in his body. The results came back. He does not. The only tumor that he has in his body is the one that's in his brain right now. So the rest of his body, his lungs, his stomach, all of that type of stuff, no other tumors. So that is a really, really good news. He's been able to move his right leg a little more. He can now, concentrate on it and bend the knee and bring it up a little bit. So that's a huge improvement, from wiggling his toes a couple of days ago to now being able to bend that knee. His right arm is still a little weaker, but when the physical therapist nurses are there, and my dad is really having to concentrate on lifting that right arm, he is able to slowly bring it up. So, he's getting stronger each day. We're still asking, though, friends and family, please don't visit when, we feel it's appropriate and when my dad can, communicate with people properly, and when my dad wants people to start visiting, then we'll give the okay to visit. So as of now, no visitations, please, no visitors. The other thing, oh, there was something else. Okay, so basically I've been able to check off 2 things out of my 3 main critical checklists that I have. Now the 3 things were the body scan, the brain swelling, and the biopsy results. So we can check off, or I can check off the CAT scan because it came back and he has no tumors other than the one in his head. The second thing I can check off was the brain swelling. I believe that my dad's swelling has gone down because about, I want to say 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, his head wasn't like all puffy or anything on the left side, but it was kind of like, a little bulge, like right here, I should say. Actually, if you can see the indent this way. No, this way. No, you can't. Okay. Make pretend this is my left side. If you can see the indent of my hat, that's kind of where the problem is. Now, it wasn't really indented. It was kind of not out like that, but it was out a little bit. Now if you look at my dad, it almost looks like the hat. It's got like an indent right here. So it's not really, really indented, but compared to 2 or 3 days ago, it's a lot more indented. I'm trying to think of a better word. So by seeing that, I'm thinking that the brain swelling has gone down, and since he is gaining more words back for speech, and he's being able to move his right side a little bit more, I'm assuming that the brain swelling has gone down. So, oh, and the CAT scan came back to about no bleeding in his brain, so, because they put him back on heparin to thin out his blood, so there was no bleeding in his brain, so, again, really good. The third thing, we have not been able to have a check mark next to it because we won't in fact get the biopsy results until Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday, which is the 25th. Yes, the 25th. We won't get the biopsy results until the 25th. So as soon as I know, I'll try and make a video that night. I don't know when the doctor is going to come in and let us know. All we know is it's going to be on Tuesday. So cross your fingers and pray and hope that it's lymphoma, because that is the cancer that we want that will be able to be cured by chemo. So lymphoma, and hopefully, you know, they can get that taken care of sooner rather than later. Other than that, you know, that's pretty much what's been going. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's more. My dad is doing much better with eating. So now he can eat pureed type food. He can have puddings, he can have jellos, he can have like pureed, almost like baby food, I guess I should say, like peas and carrots and whatnot. In fact, today, for a treat, my sister and I went to Cold Stone Creamery and we bought him a vanilla and strawberry with whipped cream ice cream, so, you know, in a little cup, and I was like, oh my god, he's not going to be able to eat all of that. Oh, he ate all of it and then some. He'd like spill some and he'd kind of be like on his finger and he'd take, you know, he'd lick it. It's like, okay, waste not, or what's that, want not, waste not, or waste not, want not, I don't know, but he wasn't wasting a drop of his ice cream, so he really enjoyed the ice cream, so he's been doing good with that. They're trying to have him get as many calories as he can right now. And they're not too concerned about how they get the calories in. If he's not getting enough calories, then they're going to have to put the feeding tube back in. So we're trying to just put as many calories into him right now as possible. But now that is pretty much all that's going on. So by each day he's improving and improving. So, you know, it's been a long road. We have a long road ahead of us, but my dad can do it. He's strong, and he's got great willpower, and more importantly, he's got really, really, really good friends and a lot of support from all of you who are, you know, friends and family, and for people who don't even know him, on my Facebook page and my YouTube site, you know. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for, you know, the cards that you've sent, the messages and the comments that you have written on Facebook and YouTube. All of them are so heartfelt and warming. And in fact, for everyone on YouTube that follows me, you know, Lightworker Kuri, I'm going to actually print them out and write them down and bring them into my father one day. I'll do this in the near future. And I'll read him the comments, because, you know, I appreciate all of these, you know, messages of love and light and healing, and I know my dad will appreciate that as well. Oh, last thing, and I thought this was really interesting. So I do Reiki. I've been attuned to advanced Reiki. I haven't got my master's yet, but anyways, a long time ago I had said something like, you know, when I was kind of training, and I was like, Dad, do you want me to do Reiki? And he was kind of like, no. Well, I guess yesterday, a volunteer, some of the volunteers through a Reiki practice service, or I'm not quite sure what it was, but they gave him Reiki. They said, would you like us to do Reiki? And, you know, they explained it again, and, you know, they have a little nice paper that explains everything nicely. And he got the Reiki done. Not only did he love it and fall asleep, but he wants it again. So if any of you guys out there are, if you're Reiki practitioners and you want to send him distant Reiki, I've been doing that myself each night. Please send distant Reiki to him. If you need a photograph of him, I don't have one right here, although you'd think, oh, I might. Let me check. Well, it might not be. Oh, you know what? I might have an okay photograph. All of my dad's photographs are okay, but it's an older photograph, and he doesn't. Alright, this is the best one. Okay, so this is my daddy, and that's my mom. So if you guys want to send him distant Reiki, that's what he looks like. So he's such a handsome guy, and my mom's pretty too. But anyways, So that is pretty much, sorry, my computer just went out. That is pretty much what's going on with my dad. Since all of this great news has happened, I am going to be doing my weekly reading. So those of you who follow my angel readings, I will be doing my weekly reading for next week. So I will post that on my Facebook page, as well as, it'll be on YouTube. So again, I apologize for not doing it last week. I know all of you understand, though, and, thank you so much for all of the support and all of the love and the light and the prayers that you have been sending my father. So I am going to get going. I'm going to find out who called me. I'm sure it was my sister. And I guess that is it. Again, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for all of your support, all of your emails, and your comments and your cards. Angel blessings to you. I know my dad will get through this. I know God and Jesus and the angels are right by him, and they're healing him. And, the power of prayer. And just thank you guys so much. Alright, so I'm going to get going. I will see you all either on my weekly reading or possibly Tuesday when I get the biopsy results. Alright? I'll see y'all later. Bye. Namaste.